Today we're going to show you what's in your grow kit and also show you how to set it up for the first time. So first we have our actual grow garden, which includes a yellow top with 12 holes and a black basin which you'll fill with water later. We have our start guide, a bag of rock wool, which is the growth medium, so what we're going to use instead of dirt to plant our plants, our air pump, our light, our plant food, butter crunch lettuce seeds, 12 net pots, and an air stone. So to start, the first thing that you need to do is to fill your grow garden with water. So you fill it with approximately 56 liters. To make it easier today, we've already pre-filled ours here. When you're filling your garden, make sure you're using lukewarm water. You don't want to use hot water or use cold water because it will delay your plants actually sprouting. So next, we're going to add 56 milliliters of Optimum A. So when adding nutrients to your container, you add 1 milliliter for every liter. So if you ended up having to top your garden up later or having to add more water, make sure that you're always adding 1 milliliter of nutrient A and nutrient B. Now we're going to add 56 milliliters of nutrient B. Now that you have the water added, we're going to put together our air pump with our air stone. So first, you're going to take your air pump out of the box. To put together the air pump and air stone, we begin by cutting off 1 inch from your tube. This tube could either be white or blue, depending on your system. Then we're going to attach this 1 inch piece to the back of the check valve. Then you're going to attach the other end to the pump. The remaining amount of the tube should be connected to the front end of the check valve. Then you're going to put the top onto your grow kit. But next, we're going to thread the tube through the hole that will be in the bottom left-hand side of your grow garden. Once the tube has been threaded through, you place the other end onto the back of your air stone, making sure you're pushing it all the way in to the top. Then you're going to want to put this air stone into the middle of your container. So if you were lining it up across the top, you're going to want to see it put right into the center. Then we're going to lock the top of the grow garden onto the basin. And we're going to add our 12 net pots. This is where eventually you're going to end up actually planting your seeds in. It's also a great time to do a hands-on activity with the students in your classroom. Often we'll pass out the 12 containers and have each group put the rock wool into their own container and then plant their own seeds. Next, we're going to fill each net pot completely with rock wool. Next, it's time to plant. What we're going to do for each of these net pots, we're going to put seeds into 3 pieces of rock wool. It's most easily done when wet, so you just dip your piece of rock wool into your basin filled with water. Then we're going to slightly pull about half a slit into the rock wool. Then you take a couple of seeds and you place it into the piece of rock wool, close it shut. You're going to do that about 2 to 3 times for each pot. Once you're done, then you just need to plug your grow garden and start growing.